Let me let you know once again, news just in. Channels Television has been named the television station of the year for a record 12 times. Yeah, 12 times. Catch us if you can. Yeah, that's what it is. The Nigerian Media Merit Award has given Channels Television that award again, and we love it. So that should make us do more. Let's win tonight on the program. Let's welcome Joseph Mukuzi. Joins us now live on the program. Joseph, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Always a pleasure, Austin, and congratulations once again to Channels Television.
That's all we do, we win.
To a great extent, Channels is beginning to act like Ronaldo and Messi.
We've gone beyond those guys.
We never rested in your house.
Then we continue. That's what it is.
Always striving to
broadcast excellence.
Exactly, and I must give credit to the management of Channels. Fantastic job, I must say. And I'm so happy. Came into the studio a bit concerned about what Nigerian football is turning into, following the howler of inestimable portion, that the NFA, did with Shehu Abdullahi. And I just hope that, as he has said it, Amaju Peneke accept full responsibility for it. This is really the pattern of the manifestation is what gives me concern. We've had issues of this nature in the past, and now it's rearing its head in a different way. The last time it was against South Africa, we couldn't get balls. We had to play with, the South African balls. We couldn't. The issue is that you have to realize that this is something that has always been there. And we thought it was over with the way this administration has been going. But it's obvious there are issues that pertains to, details and, that we need to work on so that we can really be much more efficient. And in doing things of this nature, Austin, we shouldn't be shy about it. If we need help, if we need people to come in and train us on how to get things done. I mean, England at some stage have to get Fabio Capello to be their coach because we need to get details in. We need to get set up, have some foundational, to ensure that things of this nature doesn't rear its ugly head again. It's quite embarrassing to Nigeria.
Embarrassing,
yeah, it is.
And quite unfortunate also. That's the word that Shehu Diko used last night. When we get to that discussion, we will talk about it big time. But let's talk about one issue that also has been giving us so many reasons to talk sports right here in Nigeria. And it's basketball. And it concerns the leadership of basketball in Nigeria. The Nigeria Basketball Federation has been going through stormy waters. Let's go back. Let me tell you the story of what happened. On June the 13th, elections were held into the boards of the federations in Nigeria. And before that day, one faction had gone to Kano to do their own election. And they got a president. And they got a board. And then on June the 13th, the other faction was supposed to have an election at the election venue, didn't have it there, went to the hotel, taxi ride, their pictures don't lie, empty seats for basketball, no delegates, no contestants, no candidates, nothing. It was empty. And then we started asking questions. I was there, right there. And right there, I knew that this crisis is far from over. And then another board emerged from the Abuja zone, but not
from this invisible seat.
Yeah, but not from this venue. Yeah. So that's the story. So after the election, well, one group said we followed FIBA statutes. We know we are fine. The other group said we followed FIBA, and we also have the endorsement of the Nigeria Olympic Committee, and they were actually inaugurated by the Ministry for Sports in Nigeria. You know their names. They're major players. Tijani Umar and Musa Kida. Then, on the 26th of July, FIBA, after hearing this and that and this, they said, no, we need to step in. We're the big brother. We need to let these guys know what's going on. FIBA wrote a letter and gave conditions and said, look, we do not recognize either of the elections. We don't like what's going on. Put your house in order. Otherwise, FIBA will step in. That was the letter for July the 26th. And that letter gave Nigeria a deadline. It says November 30th. You must have it done. November 30th, we didn't hear anything from FIBA. But FIBA, after their meeting on December the 9th, I told you they were going to have a meeting right there at the basketball house. And then they came up with a resolution. So that's the new letter dated December the 12th. That's yesterday from FIBA. And it says, reference to a letter of 26 July 2017, wherein FIBA set a deadline of November 30, 2017 for the stakeholders of Nigerian basketball to resolve the situation facing the Nigerian Basketball Federation, that's the NBBF. FIBA has reviewed and analyzed the documentation sent to it within the above deadline. the FIBA Central Board, which met at the House of Basketball on the 9th of December 2017, has decided the following. So just a very, very important information that our viewers and basketball followers in Nigeria can use. What decisions did FIBA make? One, to extend the deadline established in our letter of July the 26th, 2017 to 28th February 2018.
So the issue still subsists.
The issue is still there. Yeah. You people asked for time. Okay, they have given you the time. Take
does
time.
Does not validate any of the factions.
Because it's important we state that.
Clearly.
Two, to establish a FIBA delegation that will visit Nigeria to perform a fact-finding mission. The findings of such mission will be reported to the FIBA Executive Committee, which will meet on 10th of March 2018. Yeah. Remember, this grace would have expired then. So March 2018, March the 10th, the FIBA delegation will be composed of the following persons: Mr. Alphonse Bail, FIBA Executive Director for Africa; Mr. Lubimir Kotuba, who is an advisor to the Secretary General; and Mr. Fode Amarakonde, FIBA Competitions Commission member. So there you have it. Yeah. A lot of persons are misinterpreting it.
Exactly.
I've heard all sorts. Some persons have even said no elections. They didn't say no elections. In fact, the letter says reference elections for the MBBF.
Before I saw this letter, I read some things online, stating that it now validates it now validates the position of Musa Kida as the head of Nigerian Basketball Association, MBBF, and they can now proceed with preparations for the Tigress World Championship. This letter did not state it. The issue still subsists. Yeah. It did not raise any issue about the elections. It did not rule out any elections. It did not validate them.
Says you asked for a deadline. Yeah, this is the deadline. Take it.
The issue still subsists.
Yeah.
I would just say the essence of it is just to hear from both parties.
Yeah.
Have a talk with Tijani Umar and let him give his own state of what has transpired. And since because LOC have definitely sent them documents, I'm sure they must have looked at the documents.
Right.
But really, what is how fair is LOC in this matter, really? Because one would have thought that, they would also carry Tijani Umar along, not just sending documents concerning Kida alone. Why not
they must have done that, Joseph. Yeah. I think what they couldn't have said was, we try to talk to these persons. Yeah. The NOC has to be responsible, and that's what they're doing.
Absolutely. And if you
they witnessed the Musa Kida election, according to them.
They said they witnessed the election, that you were there and the seats were empty. And they know how the issue still subsists, obviously, and then there is no attempt being made on the local level to resolve the issue. Nobody's talking about meetings. They are still depending on FIBA to come down and visit.
So now,
at the end of it, when all these meetings are held, FIBA will now unilaterally decide what to now be. It's still the same thing.
Joseph, I'm worried. July the 26th, a letter was written, and the deadline was given for November the 30th. And
nothing came out of that.
Persons with passion for basketball, with love for basketball, couldn't resolve the issue. FIBA now, this is December the 13th, wrote a letter dated December the 12th, I said February the 28th. Yeah. So about 2 months grace to fix basketball in this country. And right here, we've called it MBBF's second chance. It's a second chance to fix things.
It's almost as if we are sounding like cracked records. Because these individuals are not ready to budge. They are bent on holding their position. They would rather have the baby split into two than to budge. And the situation still subsists. The attitude is still there. Nobody's ready to listen to the other. The LOC have not been able to bring them together to be able to at least reach some form of resolution to resolve this issue.
I'm just going to pause you there because, if we keep going on with this, I know the level.
The same thing.
It's same old same. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. 15 minutes just gone by. We're breaking down what came out of FIBA's second letter to Nigeria. You want a deadline extension? Take it. It's now February 28th. Fix your house. Let's go on this break. When we come back, another crisis, issues in Nigerian football. Don't go anywhere, right back. Stay.